Hello there and welcome to a tour of the Island Princess. Today I'm going to be giving you a great tour of the cruise ship, the Island Princess. So by the time you get on the boat, you are ready to go and you feel like you already know where everything is. All right, so we're gonna go deck by deck to this, starting at the bottom deck. As you can see, decks 5 through 15 are the main public decks. Everything below that is crew only. So starting at deck 5, we have the Princess Plaza. Now the Princess Plaza is a center meeting point on the ship. It is a 4-story level with a huge staircases going throughout. It is an area where something is always going on. There's games, there's choir singing, there's lots of stuff going on in the Princess Plaza, so that will be a key point on your cruise ship. Also on level 5, that's important, is guest services. Obviously, it's always good to know where the guest services are in case there's anything that comes up on the cruise. There's also a lounge down there and a bar. On deck 5, towards the front of the ship, is going to be the Bordeaux dining room. Now, this is the dining room where we ate our breakfast, our lunch, and the anytime dining. So here's a few pictures of what we ate in there. Very nice dining room. And that dining room looks identical to the Province dining room. So we're moving on to deck 6 now. Deck 6 has the Province dining room, which is where we went every single night for dinner. Our set dinner time was there. If you keep going towards the back of the boat is the Princess Casino. Now I will say, the casino on this boat did the trick. If you like to play, it's definitely a good time. It's not as big as others that I've seen, and it does not take up the whole level. You can easily walk this hallway past it without having to walk through the casino, which every ship I've been on, you kind of have to walk through the casino to get to the other side of that deck. So that was a little different about this boat. If you keep going past the casino, you'll run into the Explorer's Lounge. We spent so much time in the Explorer's Lounge. That has your karaoke, your game shows, your bingo, your lots of activities that are a great time. There was also the Captain's Lounge in here, which was for the high elite members to go every evening for some like nice snacks and entertainment. That is a great place. Definitely don't miss out on everything going on in the Explorer's Lounge. Finishing up, level 6 is at all the way in the back of the boat is the fitness center. Only went in here to take a video of it. We're not people who exercise on vacation, but if you are, it's on the back of the boat. There's your spot. Now, if you come up to level 7, at the front of the boat is the Princess Theater. Of course you're gonna wanna go there. That's where all the shows are, the comedy acts, the magic shows, the concerts, lots of good stuff going on. This theater actually is on level 7 and 6, but you can only access it from level 7. So keep that in mind. The only way to get into the theater is on level 7. Moving towards the back of the ship on deck 7, you have the Wheelhouse Bar. This is a great spot for entertainment. They do a lot of trivia in there, a lot of dance classes. There's some live music going on in there. It's a nice place to hang out. It's a really cool like nautical theme, so that's super fun. If you keep moving back, you'll hit the Princess Plaza, which is, now we're on the 3rd layer of that Princess Plaza. You'll run into the Crooners Bar, which is where they usually have live music going on. It's a good area there. If you keep moving back in the ship, you will run into Sabatini's, the Italian restaurant, and the steakhouse. We didn't eat at either of these places, but we heard it's pretty good. So if you're into the specialty dining, then the back of deck 7 will have those options for you. Now on deck 8, we were actually staying on deck 8 on our cruise, which I really liked the location of our room a lot. It was, so you have the top of the Princess Plaza, the top of those staircases, and then our room was right there. And so luckily we like nightlife because we were out late into the evening. If your stateroom is right there and you're trying to go to bed at 9 o'clock, not good. Make sure you are not by the Princess Plaza. There will be music, there will be noise. Stay away from that area. But we loved it because we're out late, we love the vibes, it was a good time. Also on deck 8, right there in that Princess Plaza, you have the library. Library has books, puzzles, games, card tables, lots of fun stuff. We spent a lot of time there. That was a good time. And then on the other side, you have your future cruise area and excursion area if you want to dabble in that. So that's it for level 8. Decks 9, 10, and 11 are all staterooms. Nothing to do there unless it's your stateroom, obviously, so we'll just move right on past those.
Hey there, in case you didn't know, we are travel agents.
Our email and Instagram is listed at the end of this video. We'd love to help you plan your next vacation. Quotes are always free. Back to the video. Deck number 12 is mainly staterooms. The only thing that you might want to check out on there is if you are a youth, that's where the youth center is, all the way in the back of the boat. Skip number 13 because there is no number 13. On deck 14, this is where you have the Lido deck. Starting at the very front of the boat is the Horizon Court. Who doesn't love a buffet? This buffet was honestly the best we've had so far on a cruise ship. It was always super fresh, always super tasty, always open too throughout the day, which is awesome. There were some times where they closed one side for cleaning, but they always had the other side open, so that is super awesome. The view sitting there is just great. I mean, just windows all around. Didn't have any trouble with seating, so that was super awesome. Moving towards the back after the buffet, you will run into the Lido pool. That is the main outdoor pool. You will also find the pizza place and the bar out there, as well as the Swirls ice cream place, all good stuff out there. If you keep moving back, now we are at the indoor pool. The indoor pool is obviously great if you have a colder itinerary like we did. We went to Greenland, and so we used that indoor pool for sure. You keep moving back, you'll run into the Lotus Spa. This is where you do all your beauty services, massages for the extra fees if you are into that. And then all the way on the back of level 14 is the Teen Center. So if you're a teen and you want to go have some fun, you could go hang out there. All right, we're almost done. We got 2 levels left. Deck 15 and 16 are great for observations. You can go out there and just really see all your surroundings. Super great picture spots out there. Up on 15, you have the bar and grill. This is where you get your burgers and your hot dogs. That's all included, by the way. Same with the pizza and the ice cream, that's included. If you move towards the center, now you have the movie Under the Stars. That is usually always going with some movies, so that's super fun. And then if you go all the way to the back on 15, you will run into the Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is the adults only outdoor lounge, very peaceful, very quiet. It is an extra fee, so note that. But if there's a lot of kids on your ship and you just want to get away, it is a very nice, relaxing lounge. Now, finally, we have made it to deck 16, the most top point of the ship. Deck 16, there's not really much to do here. Again, it's just a great observation point. All the way in the back of deck 16 is the center court, a huge chess set, and shuffleboard court. So if you want to do pickleball or shuffleboard or any of that, that's on deck 16. So there you have it. That is the general tour of the Island Princess. It's a great boat. It's a great level of cozy, but also not cramped. It was recently renovated as well. So although it was built a little bit ago, it doesn't feel outdated or anything like that. We had a great experience on here, and it was a great ship. So I hope this tour helps you, and I hope you're excited and gonna have a great time on your cruise on the Island Princess. Thanks for watching.